Welcome to Town Talk in Focus. Today we have Marlene McCollem, who's the Assistant Town Manager for the Town of Plymouth. Welcome, Marlene. We're going to get right into a lot of subjects today, and we're going to first talk about the large capital building projects that are ongoing in the Town of Plymouth. Let's talk first about your fire stations.
Okay, thank you. And I'm very happy to be able to talk about the fire stations. We've been in the planning process for a long time about how to move forward with improving the conditions in our 7 stations. And right now we're concentrating on 3 of those. West Plymouth is station number 2, Manamet is station number 5, and Bourne Road is station number 4. And we're at the beginning of looking at our ability to rehab those to like new conditions for the crews there. Or if we need, do we move away from them and find space for a new station? So we've been very busy investigating the structures and investigating whether or not they can be efficiently reused, and do we have the space to accommodate our needs, looking out for 20, 30, 40 years or so, because we certainly don't want to invest millions and millions of dollars in projects that we're not going to have a significant lifespan from. So we are looking at coming back to our town meeting with significant information for West and Manamet 2 and 5, and asking for construction funds at the October town meeting to move forward with those 2 stations. Bourne Road's lagging a little bit. We need some more work there. We're not sure that the site can support an adequate station moving forward into the future, especially with the growth that part of town is seeing with Red Brook and other developments. So stay tuned. There'll be a lot more talk about construction projects for the fire stations.
Okay, and you were somewhere this morning doing something fun this morning. You want to share that?
I would love to share that. So one of the stations that I just spoke about, number 4 on Bourne Road in South Plymouth, just put a new engine into service this morning. And the Chief Bradley organized a very nice service to dedicate that new piece of equipment, that new apparatus. And there was a good showing of people who welcomed that truck into town, and we hope to get 15 or so good years of life out of it. It's about a $9,000 investment at the end of the day.
Yep.
And it's a nice new piece of equipment to serve that part of town.
Excellent, very good. So let's talk about DPW. Are we looking at a new DPW facility, a renovated one? What?
Yes, so we are going to have to explore that. At some point in the very near future, we will be talking about bringing a new building to Camelot for DPW. The operations have just outgrown what we have, and with OSHA requirements and the type of work we expect our crews to be able to do, we are probably looking at in the next 3 to 4, 5 years building a new DPW facility for that operation.
Okay, makes sense. It gets an awful lot of use. Let's talk about, we're getting into the summer season, spring and summer, and everybody's getting kind of excited about some semblance of returning to some kind of normal. But and with that goes obviously construction projects. So we have some construction projects and detours planned coming up. Court Street, Beaver Dam Road, and Long Pond. So you want to take each one of those and explain what it is?
Yes, sure. Thank you. You may have noticed in 2020 there wasn't a whole lot of road work, and that was intentional because obviously we thought we would be throwing a big party and lots of events, which didn't quite happen. But we had been holding off on some projects and not tearing up the roads, but we do have some things coming that may inconvenience drivers for a while. And I am sorry about that, but we need to make some investments, and when they're done, there'll be major improvements. So the first one that I'd like to talk about is Court Street, just north of the lights at Samoset. And we're going to be replacing some sewer line there south of Thorpe Street. And it's going to start off next week, probably on Wednesday. So that's May 12th. And it's going to last about a month. So it could be a significant, significant backup if that's a route you travel regularly. But the southbound lane will stay open, and northbound traffic will be detoured down Water Street and then back onto Court after the construction zone. But the sewer line is down the middle of the street, and we're going to have to open up and replace that.
Okay, so you said
Secondly, I'd like to talk about.
I'm sorry, I just didn't hear. You said that was about a month. It'll go about a month. The Court Street project.
Yes.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Court
perfect.
Street will be until about June 11th.
Mid-June. Okay, and then Beaver Dam Road. What are we doing there?
And then Beaver Dam Road is a paving project that's going to be from State Road to Old Sandwich, and we're not sure exactly when that's starting yet. It's dependent on the contractor's availability, but it's going to start probably sometime in June, and it's going to last several weeks. And that's about $1 million project. It's a significant paving project that's going to impact travel down Beaver Dam Road. But anyone who's down there regularly knows that that road is in very poor condition. So be looking for press releases and information from the DPW. Message boards will be put out as we get closer to a definite start date, but there will be significant traffic impacts for that paving project, and we'll get Beaver Dam fixed as soon as possible.
Okay, and your final location is Long Pond. What's going to be done there, and what's the time frame for that?
So Long Pond Road is a full reconstruction, and this is the longest project. This is gonna go all the way through the summer with completion in the fall sometime. And this is full reconstruction from Halfway Pond Road, just past Loons Way. So it's about 8,000 feet of full construction and new drainage. So that road is in really bad shape because of our inability to control the runoff correctly. So new drainage is going to be put in, and the entire road's going to be rebuilt. Drainage is going to start first. That's going to start happening in the next couple of weeks, and then milling and paving through the summer and into the fall. And again, message boards will be placed out in advance. Notice will be out on the town website. DPW will release press releases, but those are all going to be just plan for some inconvenience, and hopefully when they're all wrapped up, they'll be in good shape.
Perfect. And it's things we have to do. We have to keep our roads in good working order. Now, beach stickers. This year is a little bit different from last year, and people are getting excited to go to the beach. So where do you go to get your beach sticker?
So please do not come to Town Hall to get your beach sticker. We will redirect you to go home and get online. So people are very anxious. Nice weather's coming. They're excited to get out on the beaches. All of those passes are available only online this year through the town's website. So plymouth.ma.gov, go to online payments, and there's a process that will walk you through. You can verify your address, you can verify your property, and you can apply for and pay for your beach sticker, and it'll be mailed to you. Do plan a little bit in advance if possible, so we can get that processed and mailed out to you before the real nice weather starts.
Excellent. Okay. And is there a certain number that you cap it at? How many beach stickers are actually issued?
No, if you're a resident and you want a beach sticker, you have the ability to go on and purchase it. And it's not, you won't get left out.
Okay.
So everybody else can't get them first.
Okay. So these are residents. Okay, perfect. And just
Yes.
in closing, there's a lot of talk about, okay, the governor is now relaxing standards and things are being opened up, and how many people can gather inside and outside, and it seems to change almost on a daily basis. Where can people go for get really up-to-date information regarding our town, the town of Plymouth? Inside, outside, parades, gatherings. Where do we go to get the accurate information?
So the most up-to-date and accurate information is available from the Plymouth Board of Health. So visit the Public Health Department's website, call the Public Health Department. They are the group, the local Board of Health is the group who will decide at any given point what our occupancy limits are. So start with the Board of Health, they will get you the right information. Right now, Plymouth is no longer considered a high risk community. We've been able to get into the yellow zone. So currently, right now, today, subject to change, we are following all of the governor's numbers, inside and outside. So but that is a local decision by the Board of Health. And if things change here in Plymouth, the Board of Health has the ability and the authority to change our occupancy limits.
Okay, so that was just my final thing that I did want to clarify with you, because that's a little bit confusing. Does the state's mandates trump the town, or does the town trump the state? So you're saying the town gets to actually make those decisions? Perfect.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, and the town's the health department, great, and they do a wonderful job. They're great. They're terrific. Excellent, Marlene. You've been a bevy of information today. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you again, I'm sure, soon. And have a wonderful summer.